Alright, so we are back with our Holiday Haven build. I did start the roof on my own, just because I was a little confused on how I wanted to work it, but that's fine. Let's show y'all what we got here. So, I changed the entryway a little bit. I kind of wanted, after everything's skinned, I wanted the beams and whatnot here. From this wall, I didn't add any height. I just brought it down with the ramps and then covered everything. I did extend this front piece by one foundation and ceiling on the top, and that allows me to bring it to that perfect point with those metal roofs. Did the same on the other side. I did an angle here because I wanted to do a double roof. I kind of like how that looked, and I kind of like the idea of just going straight in and kind of snapping into these roof structures. And then I will probably bring the roof from here and overlap this one by one, and then fill it in just like I am this one. This roof is gonna overlap by one metal roof, and we're gonna basically bring that all the way back to about this corner. Possibly more. I have not quite decided that yet. But I think actually what I could do is I could just bring this all the way here, snap it into that, and then use this set of walls here. And I could even extend the bathroom here by one, which we might do now. Give us a little bit of a nicer snap. Could even do it as a false wall, to be honest. Alright, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. And there. And there. There we go. Alright, so the bathroom's a little bit bigger. You notice with the roof here, it doesn't take away from the size of our stairwell. So I think I'm going to bring this one all the way to here, and then this one from here to here is going to be a similar angle as what these are going to be. So let's go ahead and finish this one real quick. Flip around to the other side and repeat it all over again. So the top is quarter roof. Let's go ahead and grab our roof here. Flip around to the other side and repeat. Alright, so I think let's go ahead and test one, see how it looks, because I do want the big, like, vaulted ceilings. I do want that look. So, like, these might seem excessively tall, and that's okay. I like how they look. personally. Obviously, you can do something entirely different with yours if you decide to build this. Come on. And so it's going to end somewhere up there. I'm going to guess around here. Damn. So close. Right there. So I think we're going to finish off that side of the ceiling with that. And then this one, if I can get it to adjust, there we go. Like Christmas trees or mountains. Alright, so the cool thing here is the rest of these roofs on this side can pretty much follow this one. There we go. So that does that. And we're gonna do the same on this side. That's not where that goes. Alright. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get our metal. We're gonna get a metal slope wall and roof. So we're gonna start right here. Look at that. Look at that. And there is a reason for this pattern. We could... Oops, not that one. We could just use some regular walls. And that would work. It would fill it in faster. But the skin that we're going to be using on this build is going to completely change how that seam looks. Let me screw this one up. Alright, and here we will use regular walls. There we go. See that? So this we're going to use here. Go here. We do the exact same thing. So that one's done. So let's go ahead and fix up right here. And we're going to go to a regular wall right there. But I want this going into the other roof. There we go. Let's try the corner one instead. See how that one works. There we go. So now it's kind of fluid with our other build here. See that? But I don't quite like that one there. So we're going to leave that for now. Let's go ahead and do this one. So the first thing we're going to start with, we're going to build from the okay. We're going to go from here up, up, and instead of this one, we're going to add one of these. Then we're going to go here, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. And then, actually, let's see how this one works. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. Alright, so now we can fill in the rest where we need regular walls. We're going to do the same over here. So instead of that, we're going to go over to our quarter walls. We're going to go here and here. And then to our sloped wall, like that. And then we come down to that corner. And we're just kind of snapping them into the other sloped walls. But it prevents us from having a big ugly gap at the top there. We're going to come over here. Do that. Do that. That goes there. And that goes there. Alright, let's see if we can sneak out this way. There we go. Gotta do those still. That goes there. That goes there. 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 That. And that. There we go. With those roofs, you see how they're kind of snapped together, piecing it all together bit by bit. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to the quarter wall. Oh, we're doing the corner here. That's why. Okay, let's try a different one here. Because I forgot that was selected. Ramp corner. There we go. And just like that. So we're going to have a bit of a gap there. We're going to see maybe it'll hide it a little bit. And then we're essentially going to do the same thing on this side. So now we gotta fill in this. So for that, we're gonna use, where are they? Quarter in triangle ceilings. Right there. Just like that. Now, there is a purpose for this, so just give it time. Alright, so let's go ahead and close off this wall. Sloped wall. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. And there. Here. Right there. Right there. And there. Okay. Let's go use some of these. We're back to our sloped walls. So, from the ground, see how that blends? Gives us an edge, but it's all pieced together. Alright, so we're going to work on this side next. Alright, now all that's left on that side is our sloped walls again. So we're going to finish out our roof really quick. Okay. Thought there was like a gap somewhere that I missed. Let's go ahead and fill this one in. So as we bring our roof down, we don't have to come back to that side. And then we'll have to connect that one to this one. which we could build it up enough. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to basically do the same thing we did on the other side. Right here. I don't hate that. We're gonna make it work. And then one more there. Then we go underneath and we snap it. All right, let's do the roof here. And remember, this one's flat, but we have a plan for it. We're using this one. Alright, so this is snapped all the way through, which is perfectly fine because we can use it for hanging decorations and stuff like that. So it's going to look awesome by the time it's done. Let's go ahead and finish out this roof. So then these ones are going to go here. There we go. So something we're going to do, we're going to add another layer here. That's part of why this one's offset the way it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Remember, everything has a reason in our builds here. Alright, let's go clean this up. And we add another layer here. Alright, so what this is going to do is this is going to give us a covered porch here, which is great. So we're going to have to fill in this section here. But while also giving us a covered porch, it also gives us room for decorations. So this is a holiday build, Christmas in particular. This would be the perfect spot to put Santa's sleigh, or here, or up here. So you never know how Kitty's gonna want to decorate, but I like to, since we do work together well as a team, I like to find a way that she's able to use everything she can with a mod. Alright, so this is going to end up being quarter roof. But we are almost done. There we go. So that's going to be just like that. Actually, we're going to go finish out this row. So that's going to be our last roof here. Finish out walls. I'm trying to do this quickly. Oh, we're gonna have to do our little quarter wall trick again. So we're gonna go here. And then that goes there. Do our quarter walls like that. there. I had it. Right there. Alright. Now we can fill this in with walls again. Alright. So that is all of our roof built. All of our rooms. We got doors on everything. We got to clean this up. There we go. Nice, shiny metal structure. But when we come back, we're gonna start putting some Holiday Haven skins on it. So definitely stay tuned.